GJ, Grand Junction, Colorado, or just Junction, right?
Junction.
Junction.
Junktown.
You gotta catch up with Chef, right? Chef Josh Niernberg.
Slope.
What's happening, man?
Oh, sorry.
Guys, nothing. How are y'all?
Well, we're good. Got to see you. We're going to be heading down the road to Paonia here this afternoon, but we got to get some tacos and catch up with you. A lot of cool new stuff going on.
Yeah.
First of all, dining room, there's a couple people in here.
Yeah, we got dining room open last week. We're up to 4 whole tables, so we're just cranking now.
Looking good.
Being a little facetious, but, it's better than zero.
It's nice to have life back in here,
but
right?
We've got life, we've got music, we've got people outside. It's nice. We're finally, back in business a little bit. Feels good.
Lots of ground to cover, right, Brian?
Oh my gosh, yeah. You've got the third restaurant coming. We're going to announce that today. You're a man of the hour. This is happening. You didn't know.
A tour of Niernberg here in about 5 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys want to?
We're in the bar right now. We're just checking out this line right here.
Yeah,
talking about extension of alcohol for 1 more year, and this is something you're going to keep. But look at this; it's a keeper.
So this has worked really well for us. We're working with the different labeling and products and bottles. I can't tell you. I mean, anybody that has tried to look into this can commiserate with me that the bottles in the country are just gone. But we're working on a product line that's going to be consistent between Ben Burger, Tacoparty, and Ben 707 Foodbar. So we ultimately will have about close to 20 cocktails. They're all bottled as a 12-ounce, so it's 2 drinks per. That's been working pretty well for us. We sell them with food. It's definitely not helping our sales, but it's not hurting our sales either.
Right.
It's something more than just takeout and just 4 tables in the dining room.
And Josh, you said you've been okay with your sales, right? They haven't been rocking anything out of the park, but it's not.
Yeah, it's kind of a tale of 2 different restaurants in a way. At Ben, just the nature of that restaurant, we're down 70%. We even with the dining room reopened, we're still down 60%. On the other hand, here we're doing tacos through our garage door window. It's a little bit more accessible. It's a little bit faster. And our numbers are down by 10% since COVID started. So we've been, really, really, really lucky to be able to continue that here. And ultimately here, what we've done at Tacoparty and what I've been working on next door at Ben Burger will allow us to continue to keep all of our staff. To date I think we started with 63 employees. We've laid off 2. And both of those were people that were laid off for health concerns and health reasons that basically put into the unemployment system rather than putting them on the front lines at risk.
I love that.
That's
seeing a lot of attrition with in the front range of just folks not going back to work or they weren't retained and for whatever reasons moved on with their lives. But so good to hear that your team is together. This is my first time here at Tacoparty, but the kitchen is set up, man.
Yeah, let me give you the tour.
Yeah,
so,
would you mind?
The kitchen's a wide open kitchen. When we designed and built out this restaurant, we did it kind of differently than we did at Ben. I kind of relate to Ben as sort of a Camry. We got a little 4-cylinder running a big car. This is our Ferrari. So we got a small dining room, and we could do anything out of it. We can crank volume. We can do takeout at volume. We can do to-go, delivery, etc. So by design, this kitchen it functions well. But come on back, show you around.
Do you have folks that work just their own station, or do you?
Everybody's cross-trained on all stations, but that's also to say that most of my crew has been here for several years, so they really have things that they've taken as their own responsibilities. So this is Mark and Adam back here. Mark and Adam both help run this kitchen and have been here for some time doing so. So Mark's doing production of tacos, building all the tacos. You can see we've got our Al Pastor spit, we've got our Carmelo tacos, and our proprietary blue corn tortilla. It's a bow and arrow blue corn nixtamal that we have done here in Grand Junction specifically for us, which is dope.
We've heard bow and arrow probably 5 times so far, and we're off to meet Simon.
Yeah?
On Monday, we'll be down there at Bow and Arrow, and we can't wait to hear his story.
To be perfectly honest, and I would love if you guys share this with him, the existence of Bow and Arrow is probably why Tacoparty's here. Because we were trying to explore another concept of what we can do with products available to us, local products, Western Colorado products. To realize that they had corn, we had to then bring in the corn, and we had to, play with the corn, turn it into nixtamal, press tortillas, etc. We then found a partner that could produce those for us at volume. But the whole idea was, hey, what do we start a new concept on? I don't want to do sandwiches. I don't think we could keep up with the volume of baking, especially in a relatively small kitchen. said, hey, this corn is killer. This, it's a Colorado product. It's an indigenous blue corn that we can do traditional technique as a base for all our tacos. So it's really paying heritage and respect to the cuisine as well as the region without borders involved. Take the politics out of it.
Josh Niernberg.
Isn't that cool? Well, and here, Greg's a little interesting tidbit about the way that he's processing his corn is the right way that it's been done for 10,000 years, whereas most cheaper, now this isn't some of the great guys that we work with like Rockalitas, but cheaper people will cut corners and not do the nixtamalization. Am I saying that?
Nixtamal. Yeah.
Nixtamal process, which is super important, and it's just about soaking it overnight, and which is easy with a little ash, is how it was done traditionally. And that's something that a lot of people don't know. And do you use only corn tortillas here?
We're doing two different tortillas. We're doing a caramello, which is a Sonoran style tortilla that's actually out of Kansas City. The reason we're using that comes down to quality. At the end of the day, we have to have the best product we can. Rich and I have talked quite a bit about our tortillas. He's actually been here a couple times and has signed off on allowing me to continue our program because he stands behind it. But the caramello, like Sonoran style wheat tortillas that are coming out of Kansas City are just bonkers for a flour tortilla.
Wow.
And then the blue corn tortilla, again, is proprietary for us.
Yeah, these guys just crank back here, huh?
Yeah, so, we've got 6 tacos, 4 appetizers, a half dozen cocktails, and that's what we do.
Al Pastor cranking all the time.
Al Pastor always on. We're doing a pork belly Al Pastor, of course, in traditional Josh fashion, if you would. That's all Western Colorado ingredients for the achiote rub and the marinade on it. So, yeah, we're doing everything as local as we can. That's the whole purpose of the restaurant. Everything we've explored at Bin on a more composed level, it just doesn't have to be composed.
Yeah.
We can. I don't know if you can see this, Jay, but if you want to come back and take a look here, we can fill our board right now, as we were just talking about. It's strawberry and radish season, right? So we can fill our board in essentially a quick service or almost fast food format using all local ingredients, nothing to hide, with really the only exception being the avocados. But if
You've
there's
got
an
to,
exception, that's the exception, So here, come on through. I'll show you guys the kitchen.
Josh, and you're a detail guy. Where did you get those to-go boxes for your tacos? I love that. Are those hot dogs originally, or
no?
what?
That's a to-go box. We have 2 different versions of them. We are, kind of limited by price because we're doing as much takeout as we are. We have a different version of that has a plastic top. We converted everything at Bin to have a plastic top so anybody can see their food without having to open the box, and you can remove the top of the box and eat out of it as though it's a dining plate.
Hey, so easy with the movement of the arm there.
But we tried to keep everything as close to eating off of a plate as we could. So this box is a little bit more cost-effective version of it, but it's one of the 2 boxes that we use. That's a separate taco compartment box.
Like I said,
we don't do the starch, the rice and beans. We just crank tacos and guac and a couple of apps, and that's it. So it works really well.
Details, man. Yeah. Details, Josh. All of the details. I love it, man.
So, come on back. So we are, as I mentioned, production-wise, I've got our coolers here, our production here. We've got all of our herbs
right here.
We do gastrique instead of citrus, so we use local fruit and local cider vinegar to make gastriques to use in the guac and to use in the food instead of using citrus, just to keep it a little bit more local. So it's a big part of the flavor profile that we try to hit. You guys know I got Blaine's tomatoes here. I'm always going to have Blaine's tomatoes. If they're in season, I've got them. So we got some hibiscus for the bar program and some tomatoes from Blaine.
Look at those beauts.
Wow.
And then come on over. I'll show you guys Bin Burger.
Bin Burger.
This is so exciting, man. Didn't we have a great restaurateur tell us, Greg, one time that what are the 3 main things that every real restaurant? It's tacos, burgers, and what was that last one, Greg? Tacos, pizza.
Yep, that's
he was
right.
like, these are your 3. If you're gonna have a restaurant, you got to do something like this.
I had this when I was a kid.
Well, I'm going to take this off. If the hot tomato didn't exist, we'd be in the pizza business as well. But with the hot tomato in Western Colorado, there's no reason for us to want to do anything.
To do it.
But this was
in your mind, and we'll continue here. But hot tomato, you hear it around this region here. What is it about them that sticks out for you?
It's a community driver. It's the way they operate their business. It's Western Colorado wouldn't be what it is without outdoor recreation, and outdoor recreation wouldn't be what it is without Hot Tomato as the hub.
Mm-hmm. So, really,
one of your favorite forms of recreation, right?
That's right. I'm still working on trying to get a skate park built here. I'm on a 10-year mission, but at least I can promote it through restaurants.
Where'd you get these decks?
I collect. We've got. Well, I also make some. Here's some Tacoparty decks.
That's sick.
I should take a picture and share my old pal Peralta deck that I have, man. Every time anyone sees it, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is an antique."
So this was dinner party. So this was a 50-seat dining room.
I gotcha.
Needless to say, post-COVID times, it's not a necessity.
Uh-huh.
Jay, come this way with me. So what we've done here is to rebuild the dining room. I'm getting you as close to the dining room. There's no signal in here, so I'm running out of. Go back that way. So what we've built here is essentially a touch-free restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So we've got everybody can come order from QR codes, seat themselves, use tech, use apps to be able to order.
Yeah. So touch-free in what sense? How did it just...
We are building out our system that from our app through our website, you can choose dine-in, takeout, or delivery.
Gotcha.
And it's all through your phone. So if you choose dine-in, you help yourself to a seat.
Uh-huh.
Take out your phone, you order. When your order's up, you're notified on your phone, you come and pick it up.
Perfect.
Our water is all touch-free. Everything's set up touch-free. So both sides will be set up completely touch-free.
You're building a business exactly on the model of right now.
This is what we've got to do to be able to, continue to operate.
Well, the ingenuity of we're in these times, it's crazy. And what a great chef is thinking about doing is how am I going to stay progressive, stay with the times, do something that is going to be part of the future. You're, Josh, all over it.
Well, we've got to.
Yeah.
We don't have any other choice,
Yeah.
Part of you hopes that that's not the future. I mean, I don't know. Is there an intimacy factor that's missing?
We're not taking out traditional service. We're just adding to it.
Yeah.
So we're just adding options.
And Josh, share with everyone right now, because you said something that was profound to me, and I've shared it with a bunch of other chefs. And that's the fact is, you said, Brian, we have 3 things to offer. And I'll let you take it from there.
Well, and honestly, it's the part that's the most difficult as an operator, right? That's honestly what I get the most choked up about is talking about what our product is. And our product is ambiance and experience. And right now, we don't have ambiance or experience. We're I have 4 tables. We're barely in the ambiance and experience. We can provide food. We can do a statement with our food. We can have the best wine list cocktails in the world. But the restaurants should be an escape. They should be someplace fun. Mm-hmm. And the ambiance should be unique to the restaurant. It should be a special place. We can't do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to find new ways to be able to do that, to make people comfortable, to allow them to come into our space so we can host them, take care of them, feed them, and ultimately just provide something unlike they'd be able to experience anywhere else. I don't care where it is. We just want to do what we do, not copy, not take, just showcase where we are and what we do.
Uh-huh.
So many chefs should listen to that and learn from this guy right here. Truly, an inspiration, Josh. Always, whenever I talk with you, I'm just like, wow, you do something that's powerful.
Thank you.
What's up with Ben 707? How are you easing back into it there?
Well, so it's kind of a convoluted and it's a really long story, but ultimately, with the way the grant programs worked, we were able to receive PPP funding. Mm-hmm. It's no secret that I run crazy high labor costs, so our PPP funding was strong enough to be able to keep all of my utilities paid and all of my employees on throughout that entire time. We also applied for EIDL grants. We received an EIDL grant both here and there. So we turned that EIDL grant right into investment in the space. So the EIDL grant built out that dining room, and that EIDL grant remodeled the bin dining room. So I haven't posted anything on social, and honestly on social I've been quiet for about 3 weeks, just essentially building anticipation and getting past sort of a soft opening. But we've completely remodeled the inside of bin. We've made it more formal. We've made the tables smaller and more intimate.
Interesting.
So we've got a space next door that I can do, a little bit more volume with our burger that was so successful at Bin, and we've created a more formal space at Bin that is totally ambiance and experience driven, even more so than it previously was.
So you're kind of keeping the ribbon around it right now?
Yeah, it's, it'll be 100% finished as of Monday, and we'll open here as of Monday. So as of Monday, we'll have 3 essentially completely new versions of what we were doing in March.
Okay, so we'll be on the road when you do that, but promise us that you'll grab a camera and let us link to you like we do with
Yeah, I'd
Boom
love to.
and show us around.
Sure.
We'd love to see that.
Yeah, you bet.
awesome.
That's going to be
Gosh.
exciting.
Isn't what he just said? I mean,
Well,
it's so
it's just-
powerful.
yeah. It's good stuff. We always look to you to really kind of see what you're doing because you're constantly thinking, man. I mean, do you ever turn your brain off for a second?
I don't have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to tell you, I showed you that new packaging. Keep pushing. We're fighting tooth and nail all day, every day to try to keep the lights on. Sales are not supporting it yet, so it's tight.
Doing a good job. Thank you for what you do.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
All right. This is good stuff. We're heading on down the road to Paonia, Colorado. We're going to go see Big B's and Jeff Schwartz, see what he's up to. And then Four Corners, we're going to go to Bow and Arrow and see Simon, and we'll head into Durango, keep it moving through the San Luis Valley, up through Crestone.
Yeah.
Going to head into West Cliff, and we're going to go to Surf Hotel. You know anything about Surf Hotel?
I know all about it. I haven't been there, but that place looks just awesome. Have a good time while you're there.
You'll have to watch Thursday night. We'll be broadcasting live from Surf Hotel.
If you guys haven't already, you should reach out to the folks at Dram Apothecary.
Yes, they're old friends of mine.
Cool.
I should write in Salida. That's a great idea because those are good folk at Dram.
Absolutely.
We're going to be seeing Berg Harvest, South River Aquaponics, Bow and Arrow. We've got some great farms. James Ranch. We're going to try to get into them.
14.
Killer.
Chef, thanks for letting us catch up with you.
Pleasure. Thanks
Good
for stopping
stuff.
by, guys.
It's time for a taco party. Let's eat some tacos, Jay.